What's up? Doug Cunnington here from Niche Site Project. This is day 2 of this series of my course launch. It's actually the day that the course is launching. It's October 23rd, 2017. It's Monday, so the course just opened up in the last hour or so. My activities today are open, right? So after a couple launches, I learned that during launch week, you should have lots of slack. You should have plenty of time to deal with any fire drills that pop up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some sort of technical issue with the integration between different, plugins that I'm using or something like that. A lot of questions will come in, many questions will come in. There's going to be a lot of just customer service things that I need to handle. I do have one person that helps me part-time, just a few hours a week, maybe 3 to 5 hours a week. They just help me with general email questions in which I have been asked so many times. I know the answer, and we have sort of a database of Q&A. So he helps me with that. Nice guy named Mike helps me out with some customer service, but for this launch period, I basically handle all the specific questions. Now, the other couple things that I'm doing is I have like a chat app on the page. You can actually see the little spot here where the little app lives down there. So the person can ask a question if they have a question about the course or anything like that. So I sit in the chat room. It's an app called Olark.com, and I sit in the chat room and I answer some questions. Of course, it's one-on-one, but people could ask questions. What I have found is there are a few legit questions, right? Maybe like 10% or so. But most of the questions tend to be, hey, can you tell me how to get traffic to my site? They ask questions like, can I get a discount or can you give it to me for free? And a number of other things that are not what the intent is for that chat. So if someone asked a question like, I'm interested in this specific guest posting link building strategy, is it in the course? And then I could tell them yes or no. I want to help people make a decision maybe between oh, should I get the premium version or should I get the advanced version? Here are the things that are important to me. What should I get? So that's really what the chat is for, but 90% of the chat conversation is garbage, which just kind of happens on the internet. If you give if you allow people access to yourself, then some people are going to abuse it, unfortunately. But I still sit in the chat and I answer questions if I can. People can send emails via that system. So that's one thing I'm doing. One cool thing that I set up is just sort of a tracking system that's a little bit better. So previously, I don't sell that many of these courses, by the way. So I don't have a huge email list. I have a modest sized email list following in general. So I don't sell that many of these courses. However, previously I would, see emails where people, they purchase the course, they register for the course, and I would get an email confirmation from my WordPress dashboard. And then I would log their email and just make a list. Well, because there are so many great integrations for just any app that's out there, plugins, WordPress, and other applications that I use, I set up a Zapier, a Zap is what they call it. I set up a workflow. So when someone registers for the course, it logs their name and email address and when they were, registered into the course, which is awesome. So now I just have a Google Sheet, and it actually, the way it works is Aweber to Google Sheet. So what happens is if someone enrolls, they're put into a specific email list so that I could send them the course materials and links to the course material and that kind of stuff. And then the Zap connects Aweber with Google Sheets, and then Google Sheets records that information for me. So all I have to do if I just want to, send someone an email or, reach out to them right after they purchased, I have the list right there, which is awesome. Because one of the other things I integrated was something called Bonjoro, and that is a tool that I heard about from Pat Flynn, and basically it's like an onboarding tool so that I can, send a personal message to people. I can record it on my phone, which I thought, oh, here's my phone right here. So I installed an app where basically I can record a message on here, say, hey, thanks, I appreciate you buying the course, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Just really sort of casual, one-on-one. Again, I have essentially no staff. I just have a freelancer helping me with a little bit of customer service, and other than that, it's just me. So I'm like personally reaching out, and I'll try to get that working today. Again, it's a new thing, and I tested it out a little bit yesterday, but it looks like it could be a cool way just to like reach out one-on-one. If you are watching this, you probably know I do like a bunch of like live streams and Q&As, and like it's all about community, and I try and reach out and work with each person as much as I can, as much as my time allows. So this Bonjoro app sounds really cool. I think that's all the stuff I got going on today. I have some other just normal things that I'm like working on. So, I have like a late night interview tonight with some people that are on the other side of the world. And then I have an early interview tomorrow morning. So I'm just, doing normal stuff this week and a little bit of coaching. But in general, I don't have any like big tasks, again, because when you're doing a launch, like things are going to come up. Even if things are supposed to go smoothly, if you have everything planned, there are still like many failure points. And I found that if I tried to do a bunch of stuff during a launch week, it stressed me out a lot. So I try not to do that. Now, another video that I'm going to shoot, I'll describe sort of like how I prepared for the launch in some various ways, because over the last 2 months or so, I've probably been like out of office, on vacation, or with family for at least 50% of the normal working days. So I had a friend in town, I had my sister and brother-in-law and their family in town, my parents came in town, my in-laws were in town, and then, there's just so much stuff going on. Oh, and I went to a conference also. So like all these things popping up, which was fine because I planned ahead. So I'll describe that in another video, maybe for the day 2 of the launch. So thanks for watching. Please let me know in the comments below if you find these type of, behind the scenes, like really behind the scenes, like what I'm doing, interesting. So I could do more of these in the future or go deeper in certain aspects if you just let me know in the chat. So thanks a lot. Again, I'm Doug Cunnington from Niche Site Project and 5 Figure Niche Site. We'll catch you next time. Thanks.